Australians have a healthy obsession with all things house and home.
This really appeals to me. It's got character, it's large. The floor plan is really interesting too.
Is an entertainer's paradise.
Talk about quality and high-end luxury. Look at the size of this.
So many of us strive to one day have an abode that we can call our own.
The use of the high ceilings and the way that the light comes into the home is something that's special about it.
For some, they are lucky enough to take that extra step to design and build their own dream home. Who did it best? Who did it best?
You actually feel really like you're at a retreat, like you want to escape.
Let's see if we can find Australia's best house. Hi, I'm Megan Gale. We are working through our search to find Australia's best house. Best for us is not about a house being the biggest or the most expensive. Our judges are looking for clever design executed really well. Today we are looking at homes with character. The winner from today's show will go on to our final and be in the running to win the overall title of Australia's best house. Let's take a look at the contenders for today's episode. First up, we head to Melbourne to see this French-inspired masterwork.
It's just like a fairy tale. It's like I'm in a castle.
We check out this Hamptons-inspired country house.
Okay, you know it's going to be a good master bedroom when there's a chandelier and double doors at the entry of it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Then tour this project home with a character theme.
Sometimes project homes can be such a box. What you've done here is add a theme, which I think just looks stunning.
And Anita walks us through a home which takes the Australian Hampton style to a whole new level.
I just had this instant sense of relaxation as soon as I walked in here.
Our judges are heading into the design room, ready to take a look at our opening house.
Today we're in the quaint suburb of Balwyn North in Melbourne's east, and I'll be showing you through a beautiful French provincial home that I think's in the running to win Australia's best house. Let's go take a look. Today we'll be meeting Andrew, the brains behind this French provincial build.
I love seeing things grow from the ground up and delivering beautiful products for people to live in. I really like doing woodwork at school, so I became a carpenter and from there turned into a builder.
Andrew, thank you for joining me today. I'm really keen to see this beautiful home of yours here. It's just like a fairy tale. It's like I'm in a castle.
The home is French provincial and the idea is to get as many of those elements of luxury into the home and into the design, whether it be outside or inside.
The incredibly detailed mouldings, decorative wrought iron and horizontal bands provide curve appeal in this French provincial styled facade.
The slate mansard roof with the Juliet balconies at the front give it wonderful street appeal.
I'm excited to see inside. Let's go in.
Yes, definitely.
Well, I'm certainly impressed as soon as I've walked in. The colours, the space, everything all flows into each other from the walkway here. I'm really impressed with the flooring.
The floor is a Marie Antoinette parquetry pattern. We had it imported from France. Every piece is hand laid. It's stunning and really highlights the home from the minute you walk in.
Just felt luxury straight away, so I'm presuming the rest of the house is going to be the same?
Yes, yes.
Let's have a look. This next feature of the home personifies luxury. Hanging above this grand staircase is an engineering feat. The skylight made of glass is supporting the weight of this monumental chandelier.
I love that curve in the stair. It's just beautifully proportioned.
It's got a real feminine feel.
It does.
So the designers were really wanted to make the staircase a focal piece of the home. The floating design gave the illusion of added space, but then with the dome and chandelier above, we really wanted clients to come in and say, wow. Let's go through to the formal living and the kitchen and show you more.
Let's go.
The brief to our designers was to create an area where the family could come, enjoy, bring in the elements of outside using those big French provincial doors right across, but also create the area so that it could be divided into, so that mum and dad and friends could comfortably have dinner as well while the kids sat in here and played. And so it gives you that flexibility of being able to use it as one big room or
Separated. But not closed off, so you've still got that privacy. With the openness. That's beautiful.
Let's go and have a look at the kitchen.
Kitchen it is. I love the feel of this kitchen. This is beautiful. What is this material
This
you've
is
used here?
a travertine, polished travertine. Edgework was all custom made for this home.
Notice that there's a lot of features here that are custom made. Yep. Is this one of them where the range hood lives underneath here?
Definitely, in keeping with the French provincial styling.
And look at that stone edge detailing. It just takes an ordinary kitchen bench into something really special.
Sophisticated in design, each section of the home has a unique element built to suit any individual's requirements. This is the master bedroom. It's the size of an apartment. And this is just the bed part.
It is. The designers were given the brief to obviously have a place for parents to retreat. It's all about the feeling of luxury, having heaps of storage, having room to be able to sit down and put your shoes on.
I absolutely have fallen in love with this home. I just think it's elegant, it's beautiful, it's classic. Thank you so much for taking me on my own little fairy tale journey. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Attention to detail to his cause. I mean, he's kept that French theme right throughout the build.
My only area of concern would be its appropriateness for the streetscape.
When we come back, we check out this Hamptons-inspired country house. We are searching for Australia's best house. Let's check out this Hamptons-inspired country house.
This home is located on the outskirts of Sydney and it epitomises modern country living. This is a home that will appeal to those who appreciate rural lifestyle.
Hello, Ryan.
Hi, how are you?
Good to see you.
Yeah, likewise.
Here we are in Box Hill, right?
Box Hill.
And this is an acreage home.
Correct. It's an amazing home with a Hamptons-inspired facade, dormer windows. We've gone for more of a country Hamptons theme. The articulation that we've achieved in the facade and the materials really does give this house a real wow from the street.
Straight away, the dormer windows and the Dutch gable at the front of the home, it's a real classic look, isn't it?
Well, let's get inside and check it out.
Let's have a look.
Coffered ceilings, face-mounted panel doors. It's got that real country feel to it, doesn't it?
It does.
We've separated the floor plan where you've got a great sight line as you come in through the entry. The living spaces are basically in the centre, they're in the hub of the home.
Wow, it's just amazing. So this is perfect for people who've got acreage and obviously a big family.
Yes.
So big kitchen, living space, dining, and then we passed on the way in.
We've got a family room.
Yeah.
And also on the right of that, we've got a home theatre room or a media room.
The home features two fireplaces which in winter warm up the two living spaces. One is positioned in the front sitting room and the other one is in the main living room.
This really appeals to me. It's got character, it's large. The floor plan is really interesting too, because you've got kind of two hallways, right?
The two corridors basically allow you to circulate through the home and experience the home a little bit more.
Yeah,
so
I love that.
you're not always constantly walking through the kitchen.
Yep.
If you're in the front living spaces, you can make your way through to the other bedrooms and you don't even need to cross paths through here.
Overlooking the pool and into the views is kind of cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Being on an acreage is connecting with the landscape. So all the bedrooms have got doors that hinge out onto a back veranda to connect with the landscape.
Those bifold doors really allow the back of the home to open right up, don't they, and integrate that back living area into the house.
Yeah, it almost doubles their living space.
And Australian lifestyle, it's indoor-outdoor, so it creates that really seamless connection.
Upstairs is kind of cool because you've got this space, which is massive. You could turn that into a master bedroom, I guess, couldn't you, if you wanted to?
You could do, yeah, absolutely. We've shown it as a retreat area, I guess, where there's a television, sitting area and a few other little breakout spaces and some window seats in the dormers.
A home like this needs a really cool, luxury master bedroom suite. Do you have one of those?
We do have one of those, yeah.
Check it out.
Absolutely, let's have a look.
Okay, you know it's going to be a good master bedroom when there's a chandelier and double doors at the entry of it.
Absolutely, yeah.
This is great. Love the pen lighting. That's the wardrobe in behind us, right?
It is, yeah.
And ensuite.
Correct.
This is great.
Yeah, it's an amazing space.
I love what you've done here. It's very separate to the rest of the house.
It
You're
is.
kind of like, this is like, hey, I'm going to my room. Leave me alone.
That's right, yeah. The living spaces is the centre, the hub, and then you've got the parents and the children.
Love what you've done here with the ensuite. Love the colour scheme.
They maybe could have used more drawers. I find in a bathroom drawers are more practical than cupboards.
One thing I want to do is I want to step outside and enjoy my acreage and have a look. Shall we have a look?
Absolutely. Let's have a look.
Those bifold doors really allow the back of the home to open right up, don't they, and integrate that back living area into the house.
Yeah, it almost doubles their living space.
Mate, I just love this. I think it's great. I love the veranda to the rear. I love the pool. Obviously, it's a must in a property like this. The thing with an acreage home, you've got to dress the whole house.
Correct.
There's no side fences. Everyone can see everything.
Exactly.
And I love what you've done here with the articulation all the way around.
Yeah, that's right. Again, we tried to carry that detail from the front of the house onto the rear of the house.
I think the judges are going to love that the articulation of the home. I reckon the floor plan is a winner, and the hallway that goes wraps around the whole thing is just brilliant. Thank you so much, Ryan. Had a great time.
I would have liked to have seen a few more of those features that are present in the front facade in the rear. While it is consistent, I think there are some missing elements.
But in terms of the finishes, they've been brave. They've used panelling for texture, they've got wallpaper, they've got paint, and I felt really intrigued in each room. It gave a really different vibe, which I thought was just on point.
Coming up, we go on a tour of this project home with a character theme. Could this be Australia's best house?
The Hampton style has become so popular here in Australia. Come and take a look. You'll really find these Australian Hamptons homes popping up everywhere. The differences are verandas that you're seeing them being a lot wider, and here in Australia with our harsh conditions, the James Hardie linear board is just phenomenal. It's a fibre cement product. It has a fire resistancy to it, and it truly emulates that Hamptons look.
Let's tour this project home with a character theme.
Project homes can be kind of boring and kind of boxy. Some project builders are kind of doing some things to make them a little more interesting, such as theming them. The one we're about to see is going to have a Hamptons theme. Let's see if it makes a difference to the style. And it's Mark.
How are you, mate? Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Mark Vassallo is the CEO of Mojo Homes. He's been involved in the building industry for over 30 years.
I got into building because my parents had built a couple of houses. We used to sit down at the table and decide which room was going to be mine, which room was going to be my sister's. We'd write our names in the plan. I just felt that process is very unique to this industry, and I really think a lot of customers build a home because they want to invest in the process and really build their dream home.
Most people who are building today are building a project home.
Oh, well, you can't get better value for money.
Yeah.
Today we're peering through this coastal-inspired project home. Its design established around open flowing spaces, but yet there are plenty of private spaces to escape.
Looks great from the outside, and we're going for a Hamptons look, right?
Yes, very much so.
It seems like everything's referenced as Hamptons these days, and for me, I don't see the Hamptons in the facade.
I'm hoping when we go inside we see a lot more Hamptons.
The minute you walk in the door, that large entrance, the way the staircase is positioned.
Very Hamptons.
So open and spacious.
Well, there you have it. Big sweeping staircase. And the styling, it's iconically Hamptons.
So we've got the study at the front, which is kind of cool if you're doing some work. It's very close to the front door.
Yes.
You could enclose that though, right?
Yes, you can. You can enclose it, and you can also make it a bedroom.
What's that room there?
That's the theatre room.
All right, well, let's get upstairs and see what's going on up there, shall we?
Okay.
The grand staircase leads to a private retreat, It features 4 spacious minor bedrooms surrounding a private living space and a master bedroom comprising of both grandeur and functionality.
The robe and the ensuite are in line, so you can actually get in and out of there without having to go through the room itself.
I think this layout for space planning is really interesting, where you have the wardrobe, but you don't need to walk through the wardrobe to get to the ensuite.
Well, let's go down. I really want to see this kitchen and this living space.
Let's go.
Okay, Mark, this is really Hamptons now. I mean, I love the stonework.
The way the living area works at the back, it goes right across the width of the entire house, and then that opens up out onto the outdoor area, which I think is an entertainer's paradise.
The entire zone encompasses dining, living, kitchen and outdoor spaces. It opens up and flows seamlessly from one section to the next. Hamptons-inspired detail enriches these spaces, making it ideal for the entertainer.
And these lights is something you would see in the Hamptons.
Of course, yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, we put a lot of effort into our styling, and we like to get it right. And I really think Sandra's done a great job with this one.
And the outside here looks absolutely stunning.
You know, you don't even know whether you're standing inside or outside. It's just it's so seamless, isn't it? And I think it's part of our Australian way of life.
Price point, what are we looking at to build this?
This design would be around 500 to 550,000 on your land, including site costs.
And what about to build it exactly as it is?
Be over 700,000, around 750.
Awesome. I think the judges are going to love the indoor-outdoor element here, and obviously putting the kitchen towards the back, so it's near the barbecue and the backyard. Sometimes project homes can be such a box. What you've done here is add a theme, which is the Hamptons theme, which I think just looks stunning. So well done, and thanks so much for being on the show.
I think value for money, this house really delivers. It might miss a few marks in terms of its Hampton theme, but ultimately it's a great house.
After the break, Anita takes us through a home which takes Australian Hampton style to a whole new level.
Hey Anthony, Porter has been around over 70 years, and I guess you guys want to be around another 700. Sustainability is really important to you guys, right?
It certainly is. It's part of our DNA. We only source from renewable, sustainable forestry. We hold both FFC and PEFC chain of custody, and it's something that we do take seriously. We go to see the forest ourselves, make sure that things are being managed properly.
And what I love about it too, it's sustainable, but it also looks fantastic in the applications that architects and interior designers are using it. And I think it's going to be around forever.
Well, the family's certainly committed to that. The Porter family, we've been here for a long time, and we want to be here for a lot longer, servicing our customers, but with the most environmentally friendly way we can.
Anita is taking us through a home which takes Australian Hampton style to a whole new level.
Today I'm thrilled to show you a beautiful Southampton style home that will make you feel like you're on holiday. Will this Bayside beauty win Australia's best house? Well, let's go take a look.
I think that white facade is just really fresh.
See it straight away with the shingles on the gable, don't you, and the shutters.
I started as a real estate agent and really fell in love with, I suppose, the architecture, and it really drew me to, I suppose, lead into working for a builder.
Hi Nick, thank you so much for having me here today. Tell me a little bit about this beautiful home.
You're looking at our Astor 54 Long Beach. On display at the front here, we've got our Southampton facade. And not too long ago, Hamptons took Melbourne by storm, and this is, I suppose, an iteration of that, a new version of that Melbourne hasn't seen.
Let's go in and have a look.
Sure, after you.
Really restrained, that fireplace. It was quite nice, just with the V-groove panelling around it.
Wow, it feels like I've just walked into a holiday home.
That's the idea, Anita, yeah.
Upon arrival, you are greeted with a very formal take on the Hampton style. Oak floors, dado panelling and an elegant fireplace are just some of the many features in this elegant living room.
It's good to see as well when they go down that Hamptons path that they do bring in some of those traditional features. I love the coffered ceilings,
I just had this instant sense of relaxation as soon as I walked in here. So very livable straight away.
Yeah, well, we believe a home is a sanctuary and it's a place where you can escape reality.
Great, let's go have a look in the kitchen.
Sure.
Wow, straight away I'm loving this colour of the cabinetry here, Nick.
It's quite beautiful, isn't it?
And the V-grooves, just adding that little bit of texture.
Yeah, exactly.
Compared to the smoothness of the marble.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about this beautiful kitchen.
Well, the kitchen is quite seamless, and it's interesting that you noted the texture of the V-groove, because I personally think it actually makes this space.
I really like the combination of that stone and the green V-groove panel, but whether or not it is in keeping with that theme.
I think they've missed an opportunity to go really traditional Hamptons.
Every window opens it right up. I mean, that's fantastic. Real entertainer, great family home.
Nick, I also love natural timbers, so this dining table really took my breath away.
So this is a piece by Coco Republic. Personally, I think it's a great statement as well. It really emphasises just how large this space is.
It just gets better. It goes through into this rumpus room where you could just stay in there and just watch movies as well as entertain.
And it really is I suppose, a multi-purpose space as well.
So Nick, what's next?
Well, Ned, have you ever stayed at the Park Hyatt?
Not yet,
Well,
no.
come on upstairs to the master suite.
Lead way. Oh, Nick, as soon as I walked up here, I've noticed the carpet, the softness of it.
It's a woven wool and it's quite a contrast.
And there's 4 bedrooms up here.
There's 4 bedrooms up here. They're all serviced by their own en-suites and walk-in robe, but the real highlight of the home is just over there.
Generous in size, this room is more of a master penthouse than a bedroom.
Talk about quality and high-end luxury. Just ticks all the boxes with this beautiful room. Look at the size of this.
It really is your own personal sanctuary and space. The balcony, it's private, it's just for you.
A luxury master bedroom needs a luxury ensuite.
It's still got that dolomite marble from Brazil that you've seen in the kitchen, double vanity. It is quite luxurious.
So one thing I'm really excited to see is the amazing pool area and the outdoor entertaining area. Let's go and have a look.
Let's go.
Wow, Nick, I can certainly get used to this type of living for sure.
I think what's really important about this yard space is there's some purpose-built areas. So you've got your play area, you've got your entertainment area, and you've got a place for mum and dad to relax while the kids are in the pool.
I like the way that they've gone with the Hamptons theme and they've carried it out into that pavilion and some of the landscaping aspects.
They've chosen the right colour pool tile. It's really punchy against the grass and then softened with the stone around the pool. You walk in there and it feels lovely and relaxed. I think it's a great home.
It's really well executed.
So that concludes the homes from today's show. Let's see which house the judges choose as our winning abode from today's episode.
So how amazing is Winning Appliances showroom, guys? There's actually a huge eclectic range of appliances here that are right on point for the very best kitchen designs.
And they've got some great Smeg appliances here. Perfect for a kitchen design if you want to add that bit of personality, a bit of colour, a bit of fun. Their black freestanding cooker, beautiful for modern farmhouse aesthetic.
Smeg's Portofino range is just so robust but refined. And you're right, Kate, it is a great way to bring colour into the home.
And I'm a real fan of the Abode tapware range as well, and their sinks. It's actually a product we're using at the moment in our homes.
What is it with you and tapware, mate?
Oh my God, I like kitchens as well.
We've talked about a lot, including the kitchen sink, but it's time to get down to business.
Yeah, guys, and this episode was all about character homes, and after much deliberation, the winner was Mark Homes for their French-inspired house.
And the reason why we love this home so much was the commitment to the style, from the front door to the back door. Clearly it was really deeply researched. There were so many beautiful elements like imported parquetry, gorgeous wallpaper, absolutely on point.
So Kate, fair to say, c'est magnifique.
Congratulations, Mark Homes. The French provincial house has now been placed into the final. We'll see it again later in the season. Could it be Australia's best house? Next time, we unpack Australian modern homes. See you then.